What's good? Once again, we're back again with more late night rants. Again, I'm about to be talking about once again some just getting shit off my chest with some jobs that were just some bullshit. And the second one being that I pretty much talked about, if you didn't check out my Walmart video, is Home Depot. Home Depot by far kind of matched the same energy of bullshit that Walmart was coming with, but not to an extent. I'll just say that. So, there were some managers I did not fucking like. I'm going to be upfront with that. There were some managers that would just grind my gears, bro. Like, they I don't know why. They just decided to say fuck me in every possible aspect, and I just don't get it. Okay, so let's start off with the normality, basically. Okay, so timeline lapse basically somewhere around 2021. Okay, I finally got settled in at my new crib or whatever, and basically right now all I need to do now is find another job so I can keep this place. You know what I'm saying? Help my family out with bills and stuff like that, right? So what I'm basically did is basically get two jobs. One was at the Randall's that was literally 5 minutes away from my house, and the other was Home Depot, which was 15 minutes away. Now, Randall's was my day job, Home Depot was my night job. Now, Randall's was easy. Like, all I had to do was serve coffee, talk to customers, blah, 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 blah. And that was it. And clean here and there. There was some little bit annoying things about with the Starbucks and Randall's and shit like that. But again, there was just like little nitpicks that didn't really frustrate me to the point with Home Depot and Walmart. But this isn't about Randall's or Starbucks thing, no. But it's about Home Depot in general, bro. Home Depot, oh my god. Let's just say off when I went to the interview. First off, they didn't know I was coming. That's off to a great start. They didn't know I was coming. They didn't even know there was an interview for me at all. So that's just great. And afterwards, as the interview keeps on going on, they pretty much reviewed how I came from Walmart and stuff like that, and how my experience was there and stuff like that, similar to what my position was applied for. I was on the freight team, similar to Cap 2, and something stung with me. This woman said, "Oh, I hope you stay longer." I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" She basically tells me that this isn't nothing like Walmart, and every guy that or any person that was from Walmart literally left in a week. I'm not joking. She straight up said that to me. I'm like, well, goddamn, bitch, what the fuck you did to these niggas? So I'm like, okay, this is some great. I can already see this job's going to be absolutely amazing. Fucking not. So, interview's over. Do my little orientation. I was gonna sell for like my Best Buy job I was actually doing the interview over there, but Best Buy never fucking called me back. So guess what? I'm with Home Depot, and it wasn't as hard as Walmart. It wasn't as most idiotic as I had to get. Okay, the customers wasn't infuriating because obviously I was at overnight, and again, Home Depot closes around sometime during the midnight, when midnight hits, or somewhere close to that, right? You know, I didn't have to unload the truck. You know, the truck pretty much was already unloaded by itself thanks to a separate freight team, which was pretty much like the unload team or whatever, right? So all I had to do throughout the entire night was just stock. And yet somehow, some way, it was more, if not, infuriating. Basically, what Home Depot did a 180 The customers wasn't the problem from Walmart. My coworkers wasn't that infuriating at Walmart. But in Home Depot, they're now fucking infuriating. No, I'm not gonna say that's not. No, I'm not gonna say all of the coworkers I was working with were infuriating, but a good handful of them. Not only that, managers were still a pain in the ass. 3 of which almost tried. Well, not 3. Yeah, actually, yeah, 3. Fucking 3. Try to fucking get me fired over my fucking performance. Bro, I promise you on everything. I've had to deal with the bullshit that I deal with Walmart. When they were just screaming about my fucking performance. And they never, ever try to threaten me or even try to even dare write me up. Because they know that the customers, plus that I was still a newbie in all of this. Okay, I was still the new guy. Okay, I was still a new guy. I and keep in mind, Home Depot there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit. So you can't tell me nothing. It took me a bit for Walmart to try to get X, Y, and Z done. But it gets even worse because the carts, because keep in mind, I and many of the other freight team, the freight team I was a part of, we was not owning the trucks, we was just stocking them. So we pretty much relied on the unloading team to pretty much, put the stuff onto the carts, and then, we would take the carts and then, get ready to stock, right? The unloaders were not flipping good at doing their jobs at pretty much organizing the freight at all. I'm not even joking. Like, bro, sometimes they will put certain boxes that don't even go into the right aisles. Like, it goes into the right department, but not in the right aisles. So basically, if I see one box, I have to go over to the other aisle, or possibly to the other aisle that's in the same fucking department. But guess what? It takes fucking time. At least with Walmart, that we organize the carts to the point where we don't have to walk back and forth between aisles to pretty much put the stuff in, at the very least. But for Home Depot's case, basically they said, fuck me, I have to work all this freight while I'm have to walk back and forth. Like, I'm basically like I promise you, it wasn't fun at all. Like, and it got me considerably tired. This is where my inexperience comes in with doing the night shift as well. Because, bro, I have no experience of doing any night shift. The closest thing I've ever done from any close to a night shift from Walmart was me saying from 2 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm being fucking serious. 2 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I was dog tired when I got to 3 a.m. I was not, and keep in mind, I'm still doing this 2 job shit with Randall's. So basically, I have to basically do whatever the easy shit that I have to take care of, and then after that, sleep for whatever the case, how many hours, not enough, and then go straight back to Home Depot and do my little work shit, right? Guess fucking what? I'm still fucking effing tired. Almost to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to get caught, and I promise you, like, I feel like at points I want to flipping pass out of those aisles because of just how tired I was. So I try to like probably splash some cold water on my face or something like that. Try to go back out there. Did not work. I'm still feeling like I'm about to pass out. So I'm like, okay, fuck me. Let me just try to take a little break. Just shut my eyes out for at least 10 to 15 minutes tops to like get my body like, you know, at least feel like it's been rested to a point so I can go back out there and then just because I want at least just a little bit shy, and then I'll just go back out there and just work the rest of the pallet or carts that was out there. I almost got in trouble for a few of those times. I'm not gonna shit you not. I almost got in trouble on a few of those occasions. But hey, look, I was tired as hell. Sometimes there was even points where one of the managers that came in, it wasn't like my manager. No, it was the managers from just like that was coming in for the mornings. They caught me about to pass out. And they had to go talk to my manager, assistant manager, or wherever manager that was in charge of us. Keep in mind, I was still like a newbie at all of this. I don't know much of the aisles. I have no experience with no night shift or nothing. You would think they would be somewhat lenient with me, but no, they ain't. They fucking ain't. She was on my ass about almost considerable amount of times. Sometimes she would be on my ass every single point to a point where she was asking me, why is this not done? Why is that not done? Again, keep in mind, I'm still new at this. I do not memorize all the shit that's going down here and there, blah, 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 blah. And plus, the carts, again, there's like a mix. It's practically mixed, basically. Bro, again, at Walmart, the only problem I had to do was just the customers. The carts were organized to perfection. All I had to do, it was in the exact same aisle. All I had to do was work the cart, and that was it. I was gonna be gone, done, deezy, beezy, wizzy, right? No customers, but the carts are a flipping mess. And you have to like carry these carts back and forth to certain aisles because apparently the niggas think that, oh, it's fine that you blah, 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 blah. But, oh my God. But the manager was getting on my ass. She was getting on my ass a lot. And the supervisor, and this is the funny part. Oh my God, this is the funny part about when I was working at Home Depot. 99% of most of or good chunk of the people that were at Home Depot that was working there, almost a good chunk of them, the original crew that I was working with the first day, they left damn near 2 weeks. I shit you not. There was like a black guy that was there, another black guy, some other few white guys, white girl, whoever the case may be, left. Literally left, like, bro, I'm not even kidding you. Like during my first 2 to 3 weeks in there, or possibly even close to a month, they was not there no more. They had put their 2 weeks notice in or something. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, this is about to be painful for me. I just know that. But I persevered. For a good whole 6 months. Yeah. It's been around 6 months. I stayed there, kept myself composed. I was good. Basically, for the most part, I was doing it. I was persevering. Even with the 2 jobs, I was persevering. I had like a good schedule going. I was maintaining it, even with all the bullshit. With the assistant managers, the managers was giving me, I was doing good. I was doing freaking amazing, right? Then the assistant manager left. Then the supervisor left. I was absolutely out of my fucking mind. Then it was to a point where we had literally no manager. We was just operating by ourselves. I shit you not. We was operating by ourselves, bro. And then there was like a security woman thing that was working with us, but she left. She left. Around like a 2-week period, she left. She didn't came back ever again. Like, people was coming and going so fast. I promise you on everything, it was insane. I'm surprised. I was just surprised. And then there was a few other, and then the other managers came in, and then obviously the real hell started. Okay. Now, obviously, I always came, like, obviously, you know, when you come, like, to work, blah, 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 you know, you have, like, that set time frame or time window where basically, like, you don't really have to come on time on the dot. You just have, like, you basically have, like, a little bit of a window, you know? Like a 5-minute to 8-minute window before you are considered, like, okay, you're late, basically, right? And obviously, Home Depot actually has an occurrence system similar to Walmart. But this is where the funny thing about that occurrence system, which I'll get into flipping later. I'm about to get in that ass later. Oh boy, this is the most funniest, ironic shit in history. But we'll get into that. We will get into that, boys. We will get into that. So the two other managers came in. Now the first one, which was the fat chunky guy, he was like, actually both of them fucking chunky as fuck. But the other one had a beard. He basically kind of like called him Santa Claus. He was alright, you know what I'm saying? He was cool. He was dope, right? But the other one, I thought he was cool. I thought he was fine. But he got on my ass every fucking time. Like, nigga, this man was more hard on me than the flipping supervisor that I was working at Walmart. I can't shit you not. And it got to a point where this man was so on my ass that he really write me up. He wrote me up for my fucking performance. I was so done. I couldn't believe that shit. Walmart, despite all the bullshit I had to deal with, there was no way in hell they would ever write me up. Even when I was a flipping newbie, and when I was still still new at this shit, even they did not write me up. Like, bro, even when I was at my slowest of the slow days, where I was just working the freight, and I was barely getting something done, even they didn't hit me up with a write-up or anything like that. But oh no, here comes this motherfucker practically putting me up on a flipping write-up. And then he got on my case about when I was going to the restroom. Keep in mind, at this point, when I went to the bathroom, I didn't go into the bathrooms just to just take like the 10 to 15 minutes sleep no more. At that point, I was like fully like heavily sustained. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually getting used to this night shift business, basically, right? So basically, I'm go into the bathroom just to handle business. You know, try to probably be on the potty. You know, taking my shit, right? Or even leaking the leather, basically, right? Sometimes I get a little bubble guts, and obviously I'll take a little longer than that, right? He questions my black. This is one of the most craziest shits, right? I was working on a pallet, right? It was a mixed pallet. Mixed as a mixed pallets. And basically I have to take this pallet around aisle by aisle just to find where the shit goes. And it was a high-ass pallet, by the way. It was a high-ass fucking pallet. Mixed with shit, right? Then lunchtime comes around. And after lunchtime, I have to eat, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, I have to go to the restroom. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta, I gotta handle my business. I come back out. He wonder where the fuck I been at. I'm like, I was in the restroom. And dude's questioning me, so you go to the restroom after lunch is over? Nigga, if I gotta go, I gotta go. My body, I can't control my body when I have to fucking go, my guy. Like, if my body's telling me I gotta release my shit, I gotta release my shit. But this man somehow just wasn't having it, apparently. He was like, just making a whole big shit about it. And then he was like questioning how long I was gonna take care of this freaking pallet. Questioning how long I was gonna finish this pallet, basically. I told him like I'm, an hour, 30 tops. He's like, if that's what you saying, this will be done in like an hour or 30, then we definitely gonna have a talk about this shit. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck? Keep in mind, the pallet alone was super fucking big. It had mixed shit everywhere, which means that the items could be anywhere all over the store. All over the store. And Home Depot's a big fucking store, by the way. So you do realize, you do flipping realize, right? That I had to haul this pallet everywhere I go, checking this mixed ass pallet, and try to make sure this shit's fit on the damn shelf. And you're telling me, keep in mind, the pallet is still yay high. Like, I'm making some leeway in this bitch. But still. And this motherfucker really questioned the fact. Oh boy, someone get this man, cause oh boy. Okay, right? Then, out of nowhere, right? Then this is just another day, right? Another day happens. Basically calls me to the fucking office. Tells me to like not only redo my password, right? Then after that, he tells me to sign this little document where basically this man was basically my fucking parole officer. He was gonna be on my ass 24 he basically legally he was supposed to be on my ass 24/7 every time I'm stocking this shit. I'm like, okay, bro, this is some bullshit. Like, bro. Now this shit's just getting fucking out of hand. Like, bro, I'm not superhuman. Okay? Like, and plus, like, again, we were still having a problem with the mixed carts. The carts with the items in them bitches were pretty much everywhere. Okay? Like, take one item, it probably will be in the exact same aisle where the car was stationed at. But if I pick up a few other items, it's possibly somewhere else in the other aisles that obviously is not going to cut it, my G. But this one was the funny part, though. This one was funny. So, around the time, right? I was about to be finished with obvious stuff like that. Now, obviously, it was like, then he questioned my overstock. Because I was bringing a lot of overstock, basically. Because I pretty much, like, there was, like, overstock for the stuff. Like, I was doing, like, nails and shit, right? This man questioned, like, the overstock, right? Nigga, I checked. I made sure I double-checked that shit. It was full. Sure, there was, like, a few stuff. He told me, like, this man rechecked that shit, right? He tells me all of the shit that overstock could go up. I'm like, that could fit the shelf. Are you fucking dumb? I rechecked the shit. Damn, like, a few could fit on the shelf. Don't get me wrong. But most of that shit could not fit on the shelf. It had to go up. It had to go up the fucking up. It had to go up the shelf. It had to go up the riser. It had to go up the bullshit. There ain't no goddamn way. So the fact that this man had the audacity to pretty much pull that bullshit saying that, oh nah, all this can fit the shelf. Bitch, you're fucking lying. I checked all that. You're insane. Get the fuck off me. Get off the fuck off me right the hell now, nigga. And then he also tried to fucking pin some shit on me, where apparently I was leaving other Overstock for other aisles. And I was like, no, the fuck no. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, I was in the same aisle for the past, like, 50 to freaking God knows how many hours. 9 minutes, bro. Like, you're claiming that I did this shit. Man, get off me, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Like, oh my God. He then eventually got chilled about it. And then all was well. But then there was another problem, which was my hours. Apparently, since I had lack performancing, my hours got cut back, which meant I was getting lesser hours than most people was getting. Some days I would work only just 2 days a week. Sometimes only one. I was so crazy. It was so fucking insane that I was only able to work 1 day a week. I mean, it was good for me and my fucking sanity, because again, I was still working 2 jobs at that point. But oh my God. But eventually, days came by, blah, blah, blah. Everything was all Gucci. Eventually, I was starting to look for another job. Try to get the fuck out of Home Depot, right? And it's the funny thing. When I'm about to, when the days started to count down to me about to leave the fuck out this hoe, everything started to be chill now. Everything started to be hunky-dory. I'm having a laughs with all the people now. Sometimes, again, I don't really go into details with the coworkers. One of the fucking coworkers really tried to press me on some bullshit. Like, there really was on some managerial type shit. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. I reached your name tag, boy. Your manager position name tag at, bitch. Cause I know you ain't trying to check me. Trying to do the fuck my work. Like, the way one of the coworkers was coming on to me, like, granted, if I played devil's advocate, they was questioning, blah, 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 right? But nigga, I'll give you an example. One of the dudes, I came in late, because again, I had a little time frame, right? I think I never really explored into that. I think I went so off. Just talk about that manager guy. Again, keep in mind, most of these rants, absolutely 110 fucking % uncut, unfiltered. But bro, one of those dudes, bro. Oh my God. I come in around those little time frame, because obviously Home Depot, I think they had a 5-minute time frame. So I came in a little quote unquote late, but not really late, right? He comes to press about me about being fucking late, bro. Quote unquote late, right? I tell him about the time frame. He clearly doesn't give a shit, clearly. The way he words this shit to me baffles me to this day. He's like, hey man, I don't know if you care about your job. Immediately, I'm like, okay, bitch, what the fuck you trying to talk to me about? Are you the fucking manager? Are you the manager? Because you're clearly fucking not. You're talking to me like you're the fucking manager of this whole bitch. And I don't know where all this managerial balls is coming from. I need you to sit the fuck down, please. There ain't no fucking way you literally checking me because I came in a few weeks late. For a few minutes late. Like, bro, there's no fucking way, bro. Every coworker, I promise you, there was one coworker in Randall's, but that's neither here or there. But bro, 9 times out of 10, almost none of the coworkers that I worked at, whether in Walmart, sometimes, a few times in Starbucks, but again, like I said, barely. And even in the night job shit that I'm now working at right now, they never pressed me about anything like this before in my life. Again, if I'm a little they never pressed me about again, hell, they were super lenient. If I could go early and once the job's finished, I can go early, whatever, blah blah blah, right? Easy. But this nigga, he comes pressing on my ass, saying, "Hey man, I don't know about you. I don't know if you care about your job, but we working hard here. I'm like, nigga, can you get your boomer ass off my face, bro? You look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? This your work of life now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is basically your way of life. You know, you're all about that orange life. But nigga, don't press me about that shit, okay? This is just a temporary fucking job until I find to make this YouTube shit work, okay, buddy? Step the fuck off. Oh my god, there was like other coworkers that was on my ass, but that dude in particular, he was on some for real, and I was like, ooh. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, back to what I was like, about to like get into, Similarly, as I'm about to close this chapter with Home Depot, because again, like I said, after like a while, things was chill. Like no one was pressing me. We were starting hee ha-has. We was having some fun. Some of the coworkers, they brought like their little like Nintendo Switch over. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, playing Smash. I played a little Smash with them. Made the fuck out of Sora. Killed some of them. You know, I was doing something good, right? Counting down to my like once I finally like got my little position, my little night manager position, basically over at another store, basically, right? Because obviously I have like experience in night shifts, you know what I'm saying? Put my 2 weeks notice in, and I eventually leave. Everything's all good. And you're probably wondering, what was my occurrences at, though? It's very funny. It's really funny that when it came down to Walmart, when it came down to occurrences, they really were on my ass. So much so to the point where they really just terminated me, and a very valued employee who really worked his ass off. Basically, pretty much was holding it down, holding it freaking down all the way. Like, there were moments where I held it fucking down, right? But because I had like a high occurrence, I was fired, terminated, right? Bro, guess how many flipping occurrences I had over at Home Depot? And none of them checked me about that shit. They checked about my performance. They checked about like me going to the bathroom and taking a long ass time. Whatever the fuck voice may vary. They checked me about all this and that. But they couldn't check what's my fucking occurrence. They checked my being late, but they didn't check my fucking occurrence. Guess how many occurrence points I had at that bitch? Fucking 8! 8 goddamn occurrences! And here's the funny part. I googled the Home Depot thing. Nigga, I was literally, at this point, I was damn near I practically was terminated. But apparently someone, somewhere in managerial situation, just did not check that. Or somehow didn't even press me about that. Oh my... The Walmart, the retail store that I got terminated for the occurrence shit, but from here, where I have the most occurrences in that bitch. They never pressed me about it, they did not warn me about it, and I went away scot flippin' free. Scot lickety free. Ain't that some fun bullshit? I had the most occurrences in that bitch, and I was still there all the way up until I left voluntarily. Put my 2 weeks notice in, let them know I was leaving. They gave me this bullshit ass like exit interview, which is absolutely insane. But then again, they had to. But then again, after looking back, they definitely had to use this exit interview because clearly there was a lot of niggas that was leaving that bitch. And I'm just one of them. Hey, listen. They could say every shit about me. But hey, I was possibly the one Walmart nigga that stayed there for more than just a week, bitch. Fuck you, Home Depot.